Are you tired of having a smelly washing machine and you want to keep it running at optimal and peak performance levels? Well, in this video, I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how you can properly clean and deodorize your washing machine, regardless if it's a top-loading or front-loading high-efficiency machine like this one. And I'll also be sharing some maintenance tips to avoid future maintenance costs. So guys, welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer, where I like to keep things clean and organized. When I first started my channel in 2016, I did a tutorial on how to properly clean your washing machine, and that went viral with almost 4 million views at the time of this recording. And today I'm basically giving you an updated version of that with even better tips and tricks. You're going to see it is very easy to do. All the tools and products that I'll be talking about today, I'll drop links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. When you wash your clothes, and especially on my channel where I do a lot of car detailing, I have a lot of microfiber towels that have a lot of dirt and grime, and over time when you wash that, you get some soap scum residue buildup, you get dirt and grime buildup from your clothes, from your microfiber towels, and just your normal load that build up. And eventually, well, you can have some bacteria, some fungi, and some microbes or germs that create all that odor because of that buildup, and you have to remove that. So we're not masking things, we're properly going to do a deep clean. So the first order of business is you're going to need a few items, household items that you probably already have at home, very simple stuff. So the first one is just pure plain baking soda, some regular white vinegar. So it can be cleaning vinegar that's a bit more potent, or just your regular white vinegar that you use to cook stuff with. Essential oils, so either lavender or tea tree oil. And you're gonna need a measuring cup. And for the maintenance towards the end, we're gonna need a sprayer bottle, microfiber towel, and just a plain old toothbrush that you can use to do a bit of cleaning. By the way, before we dig into the tips and tricks, make sure you share this video with your friends and family. That way everybody learns how to take care of their washing machines. So we're first going to start with the baking soda. So you're gonna open your washer and you're gonna pour 2 cups of baking soda directly into the tub. You're going to close your machine. And the key thing here is to use either a normal cycle, select the hottest possible temperature, so make sure you're at the hottest level and run the cycle, or if like on modern machines, you have a tub cleaning option, well, you can select that as well. Normally those already have the hottest water temperatures, and you're gonna let that rip, and that's pretty much it for the first cycle. So what basically baking soda does, it's gonna act as a mild abrasive, so it's gonna help to scrub the inner parts of the tub, and of course the tub itself, and it's gonna also help to fight odors. The second part, again, these are all very simple steps to perform, is going to take your measuring cup. You're gonna pour 2 cups of white vinegar inside the measuring cup. And then you're gonna add 10 drops of essential oils, so either lavender or tea tree oil, so 10 drops directly into your mixture. Using your old toothbrush, mix that whole mixture up. You're gonna open your dispenser tray and you're gonna pour that into the detergent, and if you have too much, you can also put some in the pre-wash or liquid bleach or fabric softener as well. So basically fill all that dispensing tray with the 2 cups of the white vinegar as well as the essential oils. And then again, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna run a long hot cycle. So either your tub clean option, if you have that on your washer, or select a normal cycle, and again, the hottest temperature setting, and you're gonna let that go. And that's pretty much it. So what this vinegar combination with the essential oils is gonna do is not only help odors once again, but it's gonna help to sanitize if you want. It's gonna have antimicrobial properties, antifungal properties, antibacterial properties as well. And you're basically fighting the issue at the core. So you're removing the odor-causing bacteria, gunk, and scum. And don't forget that the vinegar also helps to remove any soap scum and soap residue that's in there that accumulates over time. Now, if you don't have these household items, if you don't have any baking soda or white vinegar, or you want something even easier to do, Well, there are some washer cleaner tablets that are available. This one here is one of my preferred ones from Fresh. This, by the way, is not a sponsored video, so nobody paid for this video. I purchased these on my own. But basically, what Fresh does, and these are good for, again, top loader or front loading machines, is there these little tabs that come in these packets. You're gonna pull the tablet out. You're gonna open your washer. You're gonna put the tablet in the tub, close it up, and then you're gonna select either, once again, the normal cycle with the hot setting, or if you have that option, go to your tub clean and just let it rip for a full cycle, and that's it. So that's a one-step cleaning. So what it does, it penetrates inside, it's gonna remove and kill all that grime, dirt, and residue, and whatever buildup that's in there, and it's gonna help fight the odors again. If you ask me for that basic clean, how often do you have to do this? If you use your washer often, so if you're a family with children and you do multiple loads a week, well, I'd recommend doing this cleaning once a month, including the Fresh. Fresh recommends once a month if you're using the washer tablets. But if you're a single person or just a couple with no kids, and you do say one load a week, well, then you can do this cleaning procedure once every 3 to 4 months, and that should be good, or as needed, of course. So it's always depending on the amount of use that you're doing with this machine. For the maintenance tips, I'm gonna share 3 different maintenance tips. So what you're going to do is take a sprayer bottle. So you're gonna prep a solution ahead of time. So in there, you're gonna have an equal amount of dishwashing liquid and white vinegar, so a 50-50 mix. And you're also going to add 10 drops of essential oils, once again, either tea tree or lavender. So your choice of either or, so 10 drops in there. You're gonna mix that up to have this solution in your spray bottle ready. And when you're done for each load, you're going to open the door, and then you're gonna spray some on this glass portion of the door. You're gonna take a microfiber towel and you're gonna wipe that very quickly. So that's the first order of business. And then you have this gasket portion, right? So if you look, when you open your front loader, this is a tip for front loading machines, you always have this rubber gasket that goes all around here. Well, that accumulates a lot of dirt and grime over time as well. So you're gonna spray that solution on that rubber gasket. You're gonna take a sponge or your microfiber towel and you're gonna rub and wipe all around there to make sure you don't have any gunk or dirt or residue or any kind of nastiness that's on there. So that's the second part. And then the third part is also to open your dispenser tray. And you can usually remove those very easily. So there's usually a push tab like this, so you can pull your tray out. You're going to spray your solution that you just made inside there, or at the bare minimum, use some warm soapy water. And you're gonna use an old toothbrush, right? And you're just gonna brush all of that up. You're gonna thoroughly rinse that and then dry it up with your microfiber towel. So that should be free and clean of any gunk or grime. And once this tray is fully clean, well, you can just wipe it down with a microfiber towel. So you're basically reducing also chances of moisture accumulation after each load. And then also quick tip, when you're done with the load, leave your door open, that front loading door, and also the dispenser tray open. So what you're gonna promote is air circulation. You're gonna get less of that humidity and moisture buildup, and you're not gonna create that odor causing grime and dirt to build up over time. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the filter that's in the bottom portion of your front loading washer and how you can maintain that as well. So guys, on the bottom of your front loading machines, you're often going to find this trap door that has a filter inside it. So there's a rubber tube. You can pull that tube out. You're going to take just a plastic container to drain the water. So pull the plug out, and you're going to drain the water if there's any water to be had. And as you can tell in this one, we're already not only removing some water, but let me show you closely here. There's also a bit of grime in there. Look at that. So that's what the filter catches over time. So you have to remove that dirt, grime, and gunk. Let all that water drip. When there's nothing left, you can put the cap back on there. You can fit the tube in there correctly, and now you can unscrew the filter itself by turning counterclockwise. Put a microfiber towel on the bottom there to catch any residual water that might be in there. That's why it's important. And once you pull that out, look at this. I mean, and this is done regularly once a month, right? Well, you're still getting a lot of dirt, grime, and fibers and hair and all sorts of gunk. So what you're going to do is remove all of that dirt, grime, and gunk. You're going to take the solution that we made, right, with dishwashing liquid and vinegar. You're going to spray that all over this filter. You're going to brush with an old toothbrush. And once you're done, you're going to fully rinse it out. And once it's clean and dry, then you can reattach it inside by turning it clockwise, make sure it's secure, and then clean that trap door. And then you can close the trap door and you're done. You do this once a month. So guys, now you know how to clean, deodorize, and maintain your washing machine. I hope you enjoyed the video. Show me your support by smashing that like button. Also, make sure you share this video with all your friends and family. That way everybody learns these tips and tricks. And also take a second and click the subscribe button that's found under this video. And that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. So guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.